Hi, welcome. My name is Dale McCluskey, and on this video, I want to do a follow-up by way of Larry Krohn, the German Shepherd. Again, you watched the first video of this dog coming out, expressing a high level of control, how it's manifesting out in the street as the dog owners get out of their vehicle. Krohn, again, not, intercepting those moments by way of how control is being expressed. Again, same as the video I put out by way of the seminar video. In terms, again, talk about some of the core themes when it comes to a process as well as the role of influence by way of intercepting a dog's state of mind in terms of expressed states. Okay, understanding again how perception of dogs change the right way. So again, we talk about balanced dog training. Understand that balanced dog trainers approach training as a learning-based exercise. So they're not dialed into the relationship that way, not dialed into the dog's state of mind that way, and that's apparent. Okay, if you go and watch videos of these trainers, that's what you see. Okay, the stinking talk about the level of stinking thinking. Okay, by way of a dog as they gain more and more control in the relationship. Now here again, so I do a follow up because what you see here is these type of videos put out in terms of what balanced dog trainers offer up in terms of change. Okay, so kind of showcasing, saying, well, here you go. Here's a dog that appears to be change is happening. Things are going on around the environment. But the thing to pay attention to, and again, this is the thing to understand when I talk about a proper audit, a proper assessment of the relationship. Okay, how that's defined right away, again, by way of a intentional interaction-based method that brings or aligns those two core grids, influence and control, the right way to give you the right information. Okay, understand that that's not what's happened here. And I've gotten a couple comments on my video, so I want to follow up with this so people understand the issues. So again, I talk about, just like again, talk about the selfish child, because I understand that this, by way of this social aspect relationship, it aligns almost perfectly. In terms of parent-child interaction, ask yourself the question, when is truth revealed? Versus, when, based on appearances, how a selfish child can look well behaved. Okay? Well, truth is revealed through certain, personal, interplays by way of parent-child, where parents putting a demand on the child. Versus, here's $100, pick up your toys. I understand the entire dog training world is based on this, here's $100. Okay, but the dot you need to connect is the current state of the relationship. Okay, the current, say, attitude of the child based on the fact that they're selfish. And then if you're drawing into response that way, in that moment, by way of a process, you're in trouble. Okay, because you're going to be led into believing things that aren't true based on, responses in a very superficial way. So here, when you see the, what the kind of core tenets of balanced dog training represent, number one is those core ingredients are not coming in the way I describe, as defined through a intentional process to reveal. Number two, okay, there's problems when you see a trainer wearing a bite suit, and you're letting the dog is expressing control. And so not, again, leaving the owners in a passive role, not intercepting, and then you see him with a bite suit on, dog's expressing. And then, you had a comment about, well, the dog was injured. I put a video talking about that. Okay. How that, again, how nature, will interpret how we're connecting that way through our emotions. And so here, again, I just want to make mention. So here you see the same dog out on a flexi lead. Okay. Not right in beside this owner with, again, under intentional control to, again, to assess. Because understand, when you bring those core elements into alignment, okay, you're going to see the desperation come on to a dog that's holding control. Please understand that, because it's a type of conversation. Think of it as a type of conversation. So when this dog is right in beside the person under a level of intentional control, and you're intercepting a dog's state of mind, that's when the dog's state of mind is put to the test. Okay, this is not it here. So I'm going to play just a part of this because, again, this is being offered up as change.
Just give him plenty of line and let him be free.
Plenty of line.
So those are the dogs that are barking at him, and he's making incredible choices right now.
Incredible choices. Well, based on what exactly? Because understand freedom represents control. Okay, understand that, it's context too. Talk about, free will, freedom. Just like a selfish child can look well behaved, as they're doing what they want to do, right? So here, this whole thing about freedom, because understand this is not aligned in a way that's going to be able to define the relationship, even assess change. Okay, this is just like freedom. Oh, look how great this is.
That's really fantastic.
Good job, Tucker.
That's right. Good job, Joe. Way to let them know. That's the choice we want you to make, Tucker.
Because this is what happens, what trainers will do. They'll extend out the kind of branch off in terms of control. You look at the concept, behavioral adjustment training. You look at I did a video on that. Counter conditioning, right? The themes of bribery, accommodation, and negotiation. They will offer up a false image, false appearance of change by way of agreeableness. Okay, just like selfish child. So here, we're gonna play a few. These are just very short clips here.
Good job, buddy. Very.
And understand this is very appealing. Like if a dog owner is highly emotionally invested in the relationship, they want the Christmas postcard picture. Okay, this is why, again, when you watch the board and training videos I'm doing, I'm in very close and tight with the dog. Interactions are very defined before I start to separate. The trainers, right? They're using treats, right? They're motivating. They're stepping away. The picture postcard, right? It's all appearances. So it's very appealing, at least from the surface. And this is what gets people into trouble. Understand, this is about depth of relationship. Okay, understand that when I talk about. So when I watch this video, I would no sooner trust this picture being offered up representing change than a man on the moon. Okay, my possibility going to the moon. I would never do it, right? And that's the problem. That's why how people get blindsided. Okay, in the relationship. This is where the statement comes from. Well, my dog is pretty good, except. The pretty good is the deceptive nature of appearances. The except part is the truth. By way of those core ingredients coming in certain moments. That's why people struggle in walking the dog a certain way. Okay, intentional control. Then it's like, they got a body harness on the dog, letting the dog walk out in front. Here, flexi lead, right? Long line, right? Not in close and personal, right? Way out.
Nice
job. About letting him close to you.
No, I'm not worried. He doesn't care about me anymore.
So I'll go up here. Here's another video. Let's back this up. But again, flexi lead, no intentional control happening through with the leash, because this is a flexi lead. We'd be using flexi leads anyway, based on what they represent, right? You want to keep it just the leash and a collar, but no type of control in this dog here. He's attached, right? But this dog is just beside him. This is a very, very, and so here's appearance of like people running by, people walking by. Dog's head spinning around. There's no intercepting any of this. And then this owner is putting emotion on the dog, right? Emotions control, right? So same thing here. And this clip stops right about here. So like 13, 14 seconds. But again, the core ingredient's not part of this. I would no sooner trust, after seeing what I've seen, trust this as representing change as the man on the moon. Okay, just understand. There's a reason why people get blindsided. So again, all to say, I just want to put out a follow-up video because there's always a question as well. Look at this. Well, go watch the video I have out. Deshaun O'Shea, another balanced dog trainer, same thing. Dog off leash, running around the yard, offering that up as appearance to change. Think about that. Well, what's the criteria? And how do you assess change if it's, if the dog, if it's not, again, I talk about a specific type of conversation through influence and control, through how you're interacting, okay, in terms of how they're intercepting a dog's state of mind, okay? That's what provides a proper assessment, okay? So again, I just want to put it out there, in terms of just if you have questions, but this is the deceptive nature of appearances. Okay, understand that balanced dog trainers, they play into people's emotions this way too. Because people showing, oh, this is great. They get the postcard, but like I said, a cautionary tale. Okay, just be aware because it's again the truth will always come out, and understand it'll always be there. So people don't have to take my word for anything. You know, I would love to be able to audit this dog properly, to truly test and see. That's the point. Okay, this isn't happening here, and so I'd be very suspect because understand right away. You know, the core ingredients aren't coming in. So again, I would never trust the picture like this. Like period. Thanks for watching.